Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. When are you gonna say it's alright? It's alright. It's alright. Alright. Alright now. Yeah. Alright now. I used to be sad, but now it's alright. Alright now. Alright now. Uh-oh.
All right now. All right.
You sound like you got a little half a note in you. Little piece of a note.
Okay. All right. Hostel Howard, do you mind if I go on for my introduction, sir? Do you mind at all?
What?
Okay. I was about to say, two lovers, that's Bossman's music. Man, I thought I was listening to some Luther there. Sounds like a little Luther. All right. Okay. Hey guys, kick back, grab a glass and enjoy. Oh, kick back, grab a glass and enjoy. Soul to soul, sit down with the lady Songbird Jinda Harris. All right, welcome everyone. Let's talk. Hey, Jinda.
Hey, William, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I want to thank you so much for introducing me to all these wonderful artists.
Oh,
And
man.
love your podcast. Love your podcast. And let me just say this to the audience, guys. If you like this program, hey, click like and share, all right? And subscribe. You want to check out the latest Songbird Jinda Harris each and every Thursday, right here, 5 p.m. Central Time and 6 p.m. on the East Coast. And Jinda, who is that guy sitting next to you?
That's enough. That's enough, William. That is enough of you. You did your part.
Well, I'm going to step aside. We've got one more. Maybe during the halfway point, we can play the second song by Mr. Bossman.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, let's do that. All right, I'm going to step aside.
Thank you.
Be quiet, Howard.
He can't.
Well, you know what? This is so good because we're amongst family, and it's an amazing thing to be amongst such great people. We can just be ourselves, with. And I want to introduce to everybody that's listening in or tuning in or chiming in to everyone, Bossman Muziq.
Yeah. I got my biggest hater to the right of you there, Jinda.
Yeah, hey, don't worry about the boss, man. He hates everybody.
I know. With a smile on his face. He hates you with a smile on his face.
Those are dangerous kind, man.
Yes,
Well,
sir. I know him. I recognize him.
Bossman, could you please introduce yourself to everybody that's listening in? And we're going to jump right into a couple of questions.
Awesome. So I go by the name of Bossman Muziq. I'm a singer, songwriter, producer / DJ. DJ'd on radio stations back in the late 70s, early 80s. So hey, I'm just a man about music. That's why I call myself Muziq at the end.
Well, so many people, we know you as Bossman Muziq, and we also know you as, because we know you on a personal level as Darren. We've been knowing you for, I don't know,
Absolutely.
How many years we've been knowing you?
At least, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. At least 10 now, I think.
Yeah, over 10 years.
Yeah.
I can recall when we first met him.
Uh-huh.
You guys did the duet at Santa.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Santa's Place in San Antonio.
Absolutely.
And Dee karaoke Dee Huff. Shout out to Dee Huff. When we sang that, we didn't know each other. And see, since when that first moment of singing with each other, we became family.
Absolutely.
Pretty much right off bat.
Absolutely.
And,
Absolutely.
the thing about it is when you come across people that have that same passion and drive that you do, it is very, immediate when it comes to having that same creativity, having that same mind frame of executing real soul singing when you get to stage.
Absolutely.
So along the journey, you've been singing for how many years have you been singing?
Jinda, I've literally been singing all my life, but like the night we met, that was the first time I'd actually sung out in public in decades. So somebody invited me to karaoke, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna sing. I'm just gonna go in and enjoy and enjoy. And then somebody was like, man, go ahead and sing a song, sing a song. So I sung one song, and then I think Howard asked me to do a duet with you, or did I know the song or something, and that's how we ended up doing that song.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And ever since then, every time we hit the stage together, we are doing that song.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's like our anthem.
That's our song, yeah.
Yes.
You know, I've had a lot of people that tried to sing that song with me. No one can touch it the way Bossman Muziq and the lady Songbird can execute that song.
We got a special feel for that song, so I think you know. And then when you talk about execution, I think we both come to it with real soul, real real passion behind what we do when we grab a microphone. So.
Mm-hmm. See, the beautiful thing about it is, whenever I do a cover, and I'm just speaking on myself, when I do a cover, I'm not trying to imitate or emulate anybody. I try to make it my own. And that's what people, you get some naysayers out there that say, hey, if you are an artist, you shouldn't sing somebody else's song. But you have national, mainstream artists that are singing covers. How do you feel about that?
I've been to multiple shows, and I've watched major mainstream artists doing covers, doing other people's songs and making it their own. I mean, that's what pretty much a lot of the songs you hear is somebody else's. Mm-hmm. If you think about it, a lot of Luther Vandross songs, he didn't write those songs. A lot of those songs were do-overs. So for you to say an artist is not an artist because they put their own twist or a turn on a song, that's kind of ridiculous. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Do you remember back in maybe 2002, we had a race in Houston in our smoke tree?
2002.
2022.
2022?
We had a race. Him and I had a race.
I remember back in 2022, we had a show in Houston, and after the show, we got back to the hotel, and I was trying to walk and catch up to you, and you took off running. I remember that. That's what I remember. That's what I remember. Yes.
I wish I would videotape that.
Man, that would be one for the ages right there. Yes. Yeah.
But when it comes to singing covers, in which I try to implement covers into my sets. Not only when you come into an unfamiliar territory where people don't really know your music, it is good to be able to, they can identify with you even more or relate to you even more when you sing a cover.
I call it an icebreaker.
That's right.
I like to call it an icebreaker. It's like these people don't know you. They don't know your talent. They don't know what level you're coming at. So if you have covers that you think you do pretty well, why not break the ice with that? You know what I mean? Now they can hear your talent. So now they're more tuned into what you bring to the table when you
right.
because if you are an artist, you do have some of your own original stuff that you like to do. And so, but if you start off with that, you might not grab their attention because they never heard the song. But
that's right.
once you grab their attention with a few, Jeffrey Osborne songs or whoever, Gerald Levert, whoever Luther, whoever you like to cover, you grab their attention with that, then you can introduce your music to them, and next thing you know, they vibe into your stuff, and then that's when you're selling your stuff at the end of the night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. And karaoke is good and fun. Of course, when you're an artist, you definitely don't want to see yourself in the karaoke spots every time you turn around. You got to break away from that if you want to elevate. But then on the flip side, you have other artists that are good and content with staying in that same area. They're happy. They're perfectly happy with that. I think a wake-up call for me was way back in the day. I want to say, was it 2019, maybe 2020? Me and my husband went to go show love and support to a fellow artist that we were going out to just see him and his band in Houston. And we all the way in Houston, mind you. And somebody didn't even know me by my name, but she lived in the same area that I lived. And she called me, oh my gosh, there she is, the karaoke queen. That devastated me. And ever since then, I said I would never, every now and then, every blue moon, if we are happen to be in San Antonio to support BBL, we might go. But you have to break free in order for people to take you seriously.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, for the most part, I try not to do much karaoke. Every now and then, or if it's a song I'm working on, I'll like if it's a cover song that I'm working on, I'll break it in a karaoke crowd just to get a feel for doing it, with the mic in my hand in front of people. But for the most part, I stay away from karaoke. And it's twofold, because why if you're singing karaoke every night in a city, why would anybody pay to see you when they can come see you do that for free?
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, it is about generating an audience and a following, and if they can come watch you for free on Thursday nights, Wednesday nights, Tuesday nights singing karaoke, it's hard to get them same people to pay to come see you. So yeah,
you on it, and it is worse when it's local. You're a local artist.
Absolutely.
But I'm hired locally, they can see you sing the same songs when it comes to them get married. They don't want to pay you.
Absolutely.
They're not gonna want to pay you. So, but again, on the flip side, you have people that are content, and that is their level of success. They're happy with that.
And if they're happy, I'm happy for them.
Right. So, what to you is a good recipe for a song, for a hit song? What's a good recipe?
Usually when I write on personal level. So pretty much most of my original music is either something I've lived or something I've seen. So that, and then putting passion behind the production. I think one can't outpower the other. You know what I mean? Good production requires great writing. Great writing requires some talent with the singing as well. So, and then not being overbearing. I don't like doing a lot of runs. I'm not that dude that does a lot of runs, but I can, but I try to stick away from that. I like to make it easier for somebody to sing along with me.
You see, that to me, that's a key, especially like you can hear it even in Southern Soul, and majority of the songs that we grew up learning, people learn the hook of a song before they actually know the lyrics, the words in between. So if you have a catchy hook, you got
it. That too, yeah.
You got it.
Absolutely.
So what are some of the things you do to keep your vocal cords and your vocals in shape for your next show?
I'm constantly in my studio, and I'm probably my worst critique. So I listen back to stuff that I've done and then try to home in on how to do it better. And as far as like exercising my voice, when I get up in the morning, I don't get up singing. I get up and you goggle and you're doing your teas and your stuff like that. I try, if I know I'm gonna sing in a couple of days or so, I try not to do that much talking. But just all those things that most artists know to do, just taking care of your vocal cords, because once you tear them, it's pretty much a wrap. So, and then I'm kind of seasoned, so I don't get to rebuild as fast as youngsters do. So just keeping my throat well taken care of. Hydration is key. Drinking plenty of water. People don't realize how important that is, but just because you want to keep your vocal cords lubricated. So yeah,
that's right. That definitely is a must, and a lot of people, they're like, Jinda, dang, how you do 2 shows every now and then, every weekend, back to back, or 3 shows back to back. Definitely have to cover up your vocal cords. You have to refrain from drinking milk and a lot of of course drinking all these different carbonated sodas and things like that. You kind of refrain from all of that. You have to stay hydrated, and of course, the magic spray.
yeah.
Gotta keep
Guitar
that on
Center
there.
is my friend. Guitar Center is my friend with that magic spray.
So what's next?
I try to hit that like
what
was that?
Go ahead.
What did
Talk
you
about
say?
that spray.
Oh, I try to hit that spray about 45 minutes before I'm gonna perform.
Yeah. That spray is real good. You know, you have to go out and get it. You have to get it in bulk because you know I still I bought mine in bulk and I'm still working on those. And it does definitely come in handy. So what's next for Bossman?
I kind of found my niche, so I do a lot of private stuff now. I do a lot of weddings to where I'm actually singing at weddings and then DJing the after party, so to say. You know what I mean? So kind of double dipping on that end, but find and then private parties like this weekend I got a private party to do in Austin. So a 60th birthday party. So I'll be in Austin Saturday night doing that. But just finally found my niche. You know what I mean? To keep me busy. Booking at clubs and stuff. I mean, people don't. This is my personal experience. They don't want to pay you your worth,
Right.
and it's not like money is the end all be all for me. But at the end of the day, you know, it's got to make sense. You know what I mean? So
Right.
so yeah. So
You're absolutely right.
me just finding my niche and loving the lane that I'm in. I'm in my own lane. I ain't interrupting nobody because I've been on or been booked to do shows and then canceled at the last second because somebody said, well, if he's gonna perform, you know, look, you the headliner, you the star. Well, you don't be afraid of simple old me. I'm just gonna do what I do.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? You damn if you do, you damn if you don't. My thing is don't let nobody dim your shine. You know, because God will make room, your gift will make room for you. And you might not have been, you're not supposed to be on that card. And you know, it's a shame. I've had it happen to me before. I've had it happen to where technical difficulties mysteriously will happen during my set because I heard or some crazy stuff, you know. So, you know,
it happens.
You just have to. That's a part of the business. It's the ugly side of the business. It's the ugly side. But the beautiful thing, in hindsight of that, because that happened, other opportunities still will come and arise and take away all those experiences. All of that experiences are all outweighed and outshined to good experiences.
A lot of people are afraid for that mic to be hot before they grab it.
No.
Bossman.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cowboy Boss. I wrote a duet.
Okay.
I want you to listen to it. I want to see if you can you and Jinda can put it down for me.
Okay.
You know,
I'm down.
It's all about love with right over here.
Down. I'm down.
That's one I want you to hear.
Okay. Send it to me. I'll check it out.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Because you know it's been way overdue. We've been putting it off. We've been busy on both sides. So definitely in 2026, Bossman and Jinda need to cut out a record. We need to put one out.
We need to cut out a record and we need to do another show. How about that?
Absolutely.
What do you want to do with it? I'll work on it today.
I'll come back to Augusta. You know that's home for me, so I can come back to Augusta and we can sell out.
I'm gonna find another venue.
You said you're gonna find
another venue.
Okay.
You know the park is so concentrated down there.
Gotcha.
So I'll find another venue.
Gotcha.
So when it, of course, singing with a live band, singing with a track. I personally prefer to sing with a live band, but of course, monies and finances, and also not just that, finding the band members that are as dedicated as you are. You know, you get so many, fair weather musicians that jump ship for the next big thing that's smoking instead of staying throughout the duration of the development of a group, of a band. We know this. We had a successful group, musicology. We had a great time with that band. But again, things happen to whereas things started falling apart. So how imperative for you to have a band as an artist? Do you think it's something that you need? Or are you fine with just doing track shows?
It's something that I wish I had because it's a different show. You know what I mean? You can put more life and more energy into it because you're not in a box, so to say. You know, track show you're kind of in a box. You got, this track is 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and you got to do whatever you're gonna do in those 3 minutes, and you have no room to ad lib and put a lot of life and personality into it. But on the other hand, if people's budget, they don't want to pay for a band. They want live music and they want a great live music experience and show, but they don't want to book it because of the cost. For good musicians, you got to pay them.
That's right.
And then and so it's just not feasible today. Not unless once again, the only way that's feasible is the private parties or the corporate places where where the budget is a little bit bigger. You can do that. But once again, now you're talking about having a band and being solid, but you got to keep them. You got to keep them working. And if you can't keep them working, they're gonna go to the next thing smoking, meaning they're hired guns. You know what I mean?
That's right.
I get it. I definitely get it. But yeah, it would be awesome to have a band that I could say is my band, because now we can get the sound just like I want that sound, and everybody knows how everybody's gonna move, and the energy on the stage is amazing. But at this point, and like right before the pandemic, I had actually moved some family of mine from the Augusta, Georgia area here. I was creating a band, and we had a very, very nice sound, but pandemic shut that down. So yeah.
Pandemic, it shut a lot of things down, for a lot of folks,
Mhm.
So this is the part where I like to ask my guests, give me your top 5 that's on your playlist right now.
So I'm a old school lover. So I'm still listening to the OJs. I'm still listening to Jeffrey Osborne. I'm listening to George Benson. Oof.
That's 3.
That's 3. I still listen to a lot of the old school Commodores. And let's see, who else is? Oh, I definitely got to say throw Luther in there. Yeah.
All right. That's some good selection. That's some good choices. Now, if in a perfect world, who would you love to collaborate with? They can be gone, or they can still be here.
Jeffrey Osborne.
Okay.
That's quick and easy right there.
Yeah, Osborne, yeah. And his
Jeffrey
voice is
Osborne.
still on point. Still on point.
Absolutely.
So since you are a songwriter, can you think of a song that you wish you would have written?
Love Ballad. It's Jeffrey Osborne.
Now, one thing, I'm big on remaking and remixing. I actually have, of course, a couple of songs I've already brought out that I remade, like the Bee Gees, and have them coming out, that I remade. Nobody's Supposed to Be Here will be coming out. Journey the Gap Band I have out that are remixed. Do you ever foresee yourself doing a remake to Love Ballad?
I thought about it. I thought about it long and hard. I thought about doing that, and then I reproduced Outstanding by the Gap Band as well, and those were the 2 that I was gonna actually do. I've actually reproduced it, and when you hear it, that's what it is, but it's got another little flavor to it. It's got that little Bossman flavor to it with the production. But once you hear the song, you still know that's what it is. But yeah. Love Ballad and Outstanding by the Gap Band was 2 that I was gonna really contemplating on redoing.
Was Moses going to stop out? You want to do something with who? Moses. Baby. He said he want to do it with somebody. Moses. You know how old he is.
So
help let us pray. Heavenly Father, please put a muzzle on Howard Harris' mouth. Keep it on there for the rest of the show. Amen. Won't he do it? Won't he do it?
So, do you have anything that you would like to give? Any information, any hidden gem that you like to give to an upcoming artist that's looking at this and they're saying, "Hey, I want to be on the level where Bossman Muziq is, or the Lady Songbird Jinda is."
You might want to be on Lady Songbird Jinda's level. You don't want to be on Boss Man's level, because Boss Man is a hidden secret, like a hidden gem. Like don't too many people know much about him, but when he shows up, he shows out. So, but on a serious note though, take your craft serious. Take care of your voice. Take care of your physical health. And not only that, learn the business while you're homing in on your talents. Learn the business. The business part of it is very, very serious. So yeah.
The business part is very, very serious when it comes to it, and also
Absolutely.
a support system is very, very
Absolutely.
serious. A bunch
Absolutely.
of people around you that are just yes people, that's a no-go. A bunch of
Absolutely.
people that are not just going to be a part of your entourage and just gonna stroke your ego and just gonna tell you you're great when you're not. They need to go and drop off by the wayside. You need people that are going to be able to pull your coattail and tell you, or pull you by your collar and say, "Hey, jack it up. You need to get it right."
You hear a lot of music. You hear a lot of music coming out every day. Guys will write a song today, produce it today, and they drop it tomorrow. And people are jamming. Oh, that's it right there. And I'm listening to it. I'm like, man, it's out of pitch, out of key, out of tune. Music too loud. It's. But it is what it is. Yeah. So when you got them yes men in you, that's what you get.
Right.
That's the
And then
product.
also, people have to understand. Just like me, I have 6 albums. I'm marketing those albums. I'm pushing those albums. They might be old songs. It might be songs I did a couple years ago, but I'm pushing those out like they're brand new all over again. One thing for certain, and I am fully sure of, great music never has an expiration date.
Absolutely.
Prime example, there was someone discussing the line dance to Tamia. There was another line dance. She was discussing the line dance to Tamia.
That's all 50 years old.
Exactly. The line dance was actually created, by back in those days, but was reinvented, made you fall in love with the song all over again.
Absolutely.
For people that have never heard of the song.
Absolutely.
So,
if her business is done right, she's getting royalties from that, and that's why knowing the business is so important.
You are absolutely right. So great music. Do not get discouraged if you're listening in. You have music and you're like, look, it didn't get it just do when you brought it out. Put that baby back out again. Because I'm for sure in time it will be your next hit. And always remember that. Just believe in yourself. Doors are completely open for you if you continue to believe in yourself. So if somebody wants to book Bossman Muziq, how can they get in touch with you?
You can find me on all platforms, Bossman Muziq, Bossman, and music is spelled Muziq. And my email, business email is bigcityentertainment619 at Gmail. So, and I would put my phone number out there, but nah, we're gonna hold off on it.
And if you need to get in touch with Bossman Muziq, you can always reach out to me. I will send you right over to him. You can reach out to
Absolutely.
here, and we will make sure that y'all get connected. You have a question from Tylaric out of Houston, out of H-Town. Shout out to Tylaric Records. He says, he's asking, what, in your opinion, on cross-genre collaborations were upon two artists of different styles or genres working together on a project? In your opinion, will that work? Will that work? Two different genres working together.
It can. It can work. It depends on, of course, the two different genres and how instinctive they are as far as the music and how to make it blend and work. But it definitely can work. Yeah,
that's right.
It happens all the time.
It happens all the time, and I absolutely believe. I'm still staying firm on one day having an opera soul album. And using opera with soul, I mean, that's something that you know, that
Mhm.
has never been done, but I feel like
Mhm.
it can be done. You
Mhm.
know, if R. Kelly could create hip hop opera with all his sagas,
Right.
understand,
Right.
when you infuse two greats, what you think gonna happen?
Absolutely.
Two
Yeah.
different, I really feel like, that's an absolutely great question, Tyler. Thank you so much for chiming in. And I do want to tell everybody, 30 minutes is come and gone, but this has been a great, enlightening conversation. And I am so grateful that you took the time today to come and chill out with your fam, Bossman.
Absolutely.
And
I
y'all tune
appreciate the
into his
invite.
show. Yeah. When can they check you out on your show?
Well, actually, I'm gonna be going live tonight on Facebook. Smooth Groove Show, that's what it's called. Facebook Live, Smooth Groove Show, Bossman Music. Tonight we're gonna be doing. That's why I got my cowboy hat on. We're gonna be doing some Southern soul and trail ride music tonight. So that
I got to get my music over there too.
okay, get it to me, send it to me.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we'll definitely play it. But that's what tonight. I'm actually going on at 6:30. I'm gonna go on for about an hour and a half.
Okay. Tell Birdie we said hello.
We will.
So,
She's at church right now, so yeah. She's working with the choir.
Oh, okay. Well, it has been a pleasure once again. 30 minutes is already gone. Thank you for chilling out, sitting down on Soda So Sit Down with you, girl, the lady Songbird, Jinda. Husband,
Most definitely.
Howard, so handsome Howard is in the building. And I just want to tell you all, in closing, I always say every Thursday, it is always good to support a fellow artist. I promise you, it will never dim or dull your shine. See you next Thursday, same time. Peace.
Here we go again with that same old stuff.
What you gonna do? And make sure you come back tonight for Mad Mill and Wild Will, coast to coast.
Sitting all alone, tripping on the phone while you're talking crazy, babe. It's 3:15, no one is here but me, drinking all alone, lady. You said you're coming down, but you're nowhere around. Why you acting shady, lady? You said I'm on your mind, but it's just a waste of time. It's driving me crazy. I don't understand how I can be a man. What you want from me, baby? Why can't you see you're the one for me? Need you in my life, lady. Girl, you know I love you. Always thinking of you. There's no one but God above you.
Every day we tell our
You're the air I breathe. Girl, to you I cleave. Willing to die for you. It's not up to me but you. Baby, keep it real, yeah. I'm not playing games. I'm sick of all this pain. You bring me in.
Oh, beat.
What you gonna do? Not up to me
Crazy.
but you. Baby, keep it real, yeah. I'm not playing games. I'm sick of all this pain. You bring me in. I'm sick of all the lies. Girl, you're running out of time. Why you treat me like that? Don't you ever call back. Now you're playing games, making all these false claims. Girl, I'm losing my mind. Got me going insane. What you gonna do? Not up to me, but you, baby.
you can get one of those virtual artistic imagery videos by me for that song.
Right. Make it happen. I'll pay for it. Make it happen. Matter of fact, you can take it out the money Howard owed me.
What you gonna do? What you gonna
Seem
do?
like you took the one out that shirt you got on.
Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Soul to Soul. Sit down with the latest songbird, Jinda Hurst. Each and every Thursday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. on the East. And come back. If you like that great music, come back at 8:15 p.m. on the East. And you hear that. We're going to play some Bossman music tonight, along with the latest songbird, Jinda, Lab 101, Tesla and A, and a whole lot more. And Mr. Tyler, I want you to tune in also. Guys, kick back, grab that glass, and enjoy. Howard, I will see you later.
All right, bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you next Thursday. Peace.